Hello, and welcome to my first piece of fantasy football content I'm ever making. I just wanted to do this because there's nothing else to do during quarantine, and I want to continue in fantasy, so I just wanted to get my foot in the door. So here goes. I just want to talk about a couple of players I feel like are being undervalued by the fantasy community just based on a couple of FFPC best ball drafts that have taken place. The first player I want to talk about is quarterback who's going into his second year, had good rushing totals, and is coming in with a new offensive coordinator. Is it Daniel Jones? Nope. It is Gardner Minshew. He ended last year as the QB 19 despite only playing 12 full games. And in this most recent draft I took part in, he was taken as quarterback 23, which just really doesn't make sense to me. I know he took 33 sacks last year, and he also had 13 fumbles, which you just don't really want from a player you're starting in fantasy. It's just too many points left on the table. Uh, but he has a lot of strengths. Obviously, the rushing floor last year provided a floor for him, and he had no TDs to go with that either, which you think he would if he had 344 yards. So maybe he gets a couple in 2020. He's getting Jay Gruden as his offensive coordinator, so hopefully they throw the ball a little bit more, maybe get some more opportunities. And overall, I just think he's a value right now where he's being drafted. The second player I want to talk about came on the last 4 weeks of the season, and I really think he's going to be valuable going forward. It's not Tyler Higbee. It is Boston Scott of the Philadelphia Eagles. Uh, he was taken in round 14 of one best ball draft I was in round 17 of another. And he has a lot of things that are going his way in terms of this offseason. No Jordan Howard, no Darren Sproles, no Corey Clement, although they were all non-factors at the end of last year. Uh, Scott was used a lot in the return game by the Eagles before he was he had the Eagles left him no choice but to use him later on in the year. He catches passes. He had at least 6 targets in the final 4 games of the season, and he has metrics to back it up based on player profile or analytics. He has an 84th percentile burst score, 97th percentile agility score, and a plus 31.2 production premium, which is just pretty insane efficiency. He also had a 30.6% juke rate, which he didn't meet the requisite touches to be able to be ranked in that. But if he did, it'd be top 10. So he's a talented football player, despite his 5'6" height. And after watching a couple carries of him, he's always smiling, which, as a fantasy owner, if you're watching a player and he's having fun out there, why wouldn't you want to see that? So both of these guys can be taken in rounds 10 plus in non-superflex formats, and I think both can be some realistic fantasy contributors going down the line. Going forward with these videos, I can upload them on YouTube if you want. Just let me know, and follow my Twitter at Rake NFL. Cheers.